Hi, welcome to Stories with me, Shonna. I'm a pediatric speech language pathologist, and what that means is I'm passionate about helping young children be able to communicate what they want, what they don't want, be able to share their interests, and have interactions with people. I've been doing this for a long time, and I love using books as an opportunity to be able to help children understand and use words in their daily life. So if it's okay, I'd like to spend just a minute with whoever it is that's watching this video with the child, just to tell you something you can do when reading books that might be really helpful for your child. Today I'm going to read the book Over and Under the Snow. And one of the reasons I chose it is because over and under are words that we call in my professional community concept words. Concept words are power words. They are words that if you don't understand what they mean, it's impossible to follow an instruction that you're given with them. And these kinds of concept words are used in classrooms every day, all over the place. And so we can really help our children by using them in our everyday interactions and also showing them in stories. They're concept words because they really give a very specific idea to a child, and you have to be able to understand them to do that idea. Let me give you an example. Let's imagine for a moment that your child's in kindergarten and your teacher in a very busy classroom says to the kids, okay, everybody, I want you to take your books and put them under your cubby, and then take your hats and put them over your books. Well, if your child doesn't understand the word over, they might put their hat someplace else completely different. Or if they don't understand the word under, they might put their book someplace else. And it's not because they don't want to follow the instruction, it's just because they don't have experience with those words or they don't understand what they mean. So kids need to hear words like this a lot of times before they really understand what they mean. And you can help them with school readiness and school success by using these concept words in everyday living, like when you're putting away dishes after you've washed them. Maybe you're going to think about the word under this week and you're going to tell your child, okay, I want you to take these napkins and put them under the plates. Or I want you to take these apples and put them under the milk, or whatever it is. That's kind of a silly example, but you know what I'm saying. Or maybe you have your child help you put away the laundry and you're going to ask them to put the laundry basket over on top of the dryer, or whatever those words are. Okay, so I think I've really given you a number of different examples, and maybe I hope highlighted for you why it's important. Today, you're going to notice I'm going to be repeating the words over and under again and again and again. And I'm using emphasis and repetition as strategies to help your child really grab the idea of what these words mean. I hope that you're comfortable and ready for the story. I have a coffee, and that always helps me feel more comfortable when I'm working and reading books. Maybe you want to grab a blanket or a snack. Let's get started. Over and under the snow. Look at that. That's an animal hiding under the snow. Oh, here's the title again. It says Over and Under the Snow. Do you have snow where you live? I do. It's winter right now. Look at that. There's a little girl and her dad. And they're skiing over the snow. And it says, over the snow I glide into the woods, frosted, fresh, and white. It's white from snow. Turn the page. Over on top, over the snow, a flash of fur, a red squirrel. Look. Disappears down a crack. Where did he go? Daddy says, under the snow. The squirrel went under the snow. I think that squirrel is hiding under the snow. Look at this. There's the squirrel under the snow, under the tree. Under the snow is a whole secret kingdom where the smallest forest animals stay safe and warm. You're skiing over the animals right now. They're skiing on top, and the squirrel is under the snow in a little house. There's my dad's skis on top of the snow, over the snow. Over the snow I glide, past the beech trees' rattling leaves and strong silent pines, stretch, stretch, stretch to the sky. On a high, high, high branch, a great horned owl watches. Ooh, ooh, it's an owl. And under the snow, a tiny, tiny, tiny little shrew. A shrew is like a mouse. A little shrew dodges columns of ice and follows a cool tunnel along the moss out of sight. There's a little shrew under the snow, hiding. And the owl can't see him. He's under the snow. Oh, there's the girl and her dad again. On top of the snow, over the snow. Look, Dad says, tracks. Tracks always tell a story. Over the snow, a deer has crossed our path. Look, there's the deer footprints and tracks. Deep hoof prints punch through the crust, up the hill, under a tree. An oval of melted snow tells the story of a good night's sleep. Under the snow, deer mice doze. They cuddle up against the cold in a nest of feathers and fur. Look, there's the deer mice. They're under the snow, under the tree, cuddled up, staying warm. And the deer tracks are over the snow on top. Oh, I see a deer. Look. Do you see it? Right there. Over the snow I climb, digging in my edges so I don't slide back with my skis. The little girl is over the snow. Daddy is over the snow. But under the snow, the voles scratch through slippery tunnels looking for morsels from summer feasts. A vole is like a mouse, and he's under the snow looking for snacks. There's two voles under the snow. Over the snow I swoosh, down, 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 faster, 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 faster down. Whoops! On top of the snow or over the snow, she slipped and fell. Under the snow, a snowshoe hare watches from a shelter of spruce, almost invisible. She smooths her fur a coat of wintry white. That snowshoe hare is a kind of rabbit, and it's white like the snow, and it's under some branches hiding to stay warm. Oh, this is a good page. Over the snow, the girl skis with her dad. Over the snow I glide, past reeds where tadpoles play tag in the springtime. But under the snow, look! What's under the snow? You're right, it's sleeping frogs. Under the snow, fat bullfrogs snooze. Shh, they're sleeping. They dream of sun-warmed days back when they had tails. Look at that. They're sleeping under the snow and ice. Over the snow, on top of the snow, I stand and stare. Little mountains in the marsh. There she is over the snow, on top of the snow. But under the snow, beavers. Beavers gnaw on bark settled in for supper. Can they hear my tummy rumbling too? Look at under the snow, under the water, under the ice. The beavers are having a snack. And over the snow I stop. I hear a sound. What does she hear? We stand like statues carved in the ice until a bushy-tailed fox, look at that, steps from a thicket, tips his ear along the ground and listens. The fox is listening for the animals under the snow. He can hear them hiding under the snow. That fox leaps out into the snow after an invisible dinner. Look. That fox leaps and he's looking for a little tiny mouse hiding under the snow. Over the snow, I climb one last hill. Look at that, it's starting to get dark. And bonfire smoke rises, warm hands, hot cocoa, hot dogs sizzling on pointed sticks. And under the snow, what do you see? Under the snow, a big black bear snores. Still full of October blueberries and trout. That black bear is sleeping under the snow. He's going to sleep the whole winter long. Over the snow, the fire crackles. Do you see it over the snow? And its sparks shoot up to the sky. And I lick sticky marshmallow from my lips and lean back with heavy eyes, and shadows dance in the flames. Over the snow, they have a bonfire. On top of the snow, they have a bonfire. But under the snow, a queen bumblebee, there she is, drowses away December all alone. She'll rule a new bee colony in the spring. Look at that, under the snow, the bees are sleeping. Over the snow, look at the skiers on top of the snow or over the snow. I glide home on tired legs, and clouds whisper down feathery, soft snowflakes. Under the covers, under the blankets, I snuggle deep and drift into dreams. Look at that, she's snuggled under the blankets. I dream of cuddling deer mice and slumbering frogs and hungry beavers and tunneling voles and drowsy bears and busy squirrels, and the secret kingdom living under the snow. And that's the end. And the author is the person who writes the book. And the author talks about all of the different animals that survive under the snow, like a red squirrel and a shrew and a white-tailed deer and deer mice and voles and snowshoe hares. All of those animals are living in the winter. Well, there's more bullfrogs and beavers and fox and chipmunks and black bears and even bumblebees. And that is the end. Thank you for listening to my story, Over and Under the Snow. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.